what kind of relationship do you have with money? At this point, I'm realizing there is a money relationship, a specific type of money relationship for each one of us based on who we are.
In 1 mile, turn right onto West Flamingo Road.
Oh, I hope that's not being recorded. But it's all about it's not more of what. Yes, it's important to ask what type of relationship I have with money, but also what determines that. Like, if you are in the right relationship with money is determined by what you are doing to bring this money, right? Because a lot of us are in the wrong field, meaning in the wrong relationship with money. Like, there is a money relationship created for us by our Creator. We have the right to be abundance, to live abundant life. Earth is abundance, right? But we are struggling through the pattern and the regulation that man created, coming from greed. That's it, selfishness. They just want to control it. And again, evil and good existed from the beginning, so it's all about which part of you.
Go past these lights, then at the next set, turn right.
You're cultivating, right? It's all gonna come down to that. So unless we...
At the lights, turn right onto West Flamingo Road.
Oh my gosh, shut up. Unless we are in the right money relationship. I'm gonna break this down more. But there is a specific money relationship out there for us. What does that mean? Not everybody want to be a millionaire. It's not about the physical money, right? It's about the value, your personal value. Meaning, how do you want to live? The lifestyle. There are so many people living like a beautiful life in somewhere, like in a small town, like in the beautiful nature, out of, like away from people, like driving a fucking Toyota. Because it's not about the material. It's not. Right?
In about 4 miles,
one
turn
thing
left
about
onto South Las Vegas Boulevard.
Okay, one thing about life, right? Hold on, let me turn this off real quick. Jeez. What are you doing? 032. 32 is like on my horizon. Okay, just continue. What was I saying? I'm telling you, that's why this detour with the Matrix happened out of all this time. And it's like, even the way that the job manifested itself in my life, I never even applied for it. And yesterday on the orientation, I found out that everyone had taken drug tests, but not me. And I'm like supposed to be like handling money in a casino. Hey, 055, like the smallest amount being like over 20 grand, right? And I should be tested, but this is how the universe works, right? And so this is magic. First, of course, the old version wanted to complain, like, why would I be back in the Matrix? Why? I know a lot now. You see, it's all about being flexible, allowing the Creator, allowing life to take us where we need to go. But we can only come to that trusting stage when we understand our being, ourselves, when we understand our purpose, when we have a clear, precise, like pristine relationship with God, with the Creator. When your trust is pristine, that's when God is gonna start communicating instantly. Like this morning is like, whoo, right? Yesterday orientation, today is like first day. It's like very emotional. Mother Nature is here too, but I never felt myself. I'm not a person that's like, that cries and things like that. But I was just like, wow. But right after I finished my meditation, I did my morning prayer. And the specific answer for my prayer was answered when I was in the kitchen making my espresso. That instant. And it's like, it was such a profound and potent because of the timing. And also being aware of what I have requested. You see, that's the problem. We all live on this question stage. But there are other stages that we need to be. In fact, you have to move away from the questioning stage after you question, because that's the only way that the answer is going to come, right? You can't figure out the answer by being on the same frequency of the question or the problem. Something like that, Albert Einstein said. Right? So it's like, oh, okay, you have to first believe whoever it is that you're asking has it, right? That's the only reason that you're asking. So God has everything. The Creator has everything. So if you're asking and you're not believing, you're not gonna get it. Why? Because it's being a hypocrite. Like, why would you ask a rich man for $10 and not trust that he will give it to you, right? Like, it's like that even with human beings, how you make them feel. And imagine with God that created everything. Each one of us have a right for our abundant living. But when you are serving your purpose, because the abundance is within us. You see, that's why it's like, it's funny, it's crazy, it's twisted. God is all of it. That's what makes God beautiful. Look at life. Look at all the creations. There's, that thing that walks with 100 legs, and then there's the beautiful butterfly, right? There's the colorful parrot, and then there's the ugliest insect. It's like, what is it, right? Like, so like, God is interesting. God is like, we have to be like out of this world. When they tell you like manifestation or the road to know thyself, you have to be delusional. Like, it's just a word. What does it mean? What does it mean to be a great manifester? You're believing in what you're not seeing, right? But they taught us seeing is believing because they know how to fucking trick your mind. So now everybody's like trying to fix their problems externally. That's a rat race. Like, it will never be fixed. It will never be over. You will be working until you're 65. Why even the rule until 65? Because they know you ain't going to be able to do shit after 65. Right? Nothing matters. You're just like an animal at that stage, just waiting for your death. And all they care about is like controlling the outcome of the world, because they understand if everyone is connected to their true self, it's like, whoa, there's not gonna be not rules and regulations, but there's not gonna be a lot of yes sir, yes ma'am. No, where it's gonna be equal eye to eye, and they don't want that. Why? Because they're drunk in power and greed. I mean, what the fuck is Lucifer or the devil, whatever, right? He was a beautiful angel, right? That, I mean, if you want to go through history, to me, I get my information from literally mimicking nature. That's my best teacher. Looking at nature, looking at everything that God created represents me, and it speaks to me. But anyways, going back to this money, you are in the wrong relationship with money. You have your own money relationship. Think about it. There is a spirituality. There is money. Money is also part of spirituality, because it's part of life. It's the majority part of our life, actually, right? We spend like 8 to 10 hours at our job. When you come home, it's like you become your job. Your personality. Why? Because it's a practice, So like a lot of people like in the wrong field, people don't even try to find their true personality. Even if it's a customer service like jobs, like, are you a people person? If not, why don't you? There is a job that would allow you to sit in an office in a cubicle. But people not knowing that, they're like in the wrong place, like all over, like, entertaining this wrong relationship. Just like your romantic life, when you're not working on yourself, you're in a karmic relationship. We're also in a karmic relationship with money. That's why happiness is not attainable. But genuine happiness is on a daily and on a momentum. And that is the way, the process, how you bring your money. It's a relationship. That relationship has to be potent for you to have a genuinely healthy, like, beautiful life with a relationship. Anyways, about to be at Las Vegas Boulevards. Hey, 037.